Hey guys, DragonEye13 here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Now, previously, we began our invasion of kindness, let's call it, into Garlemald. And so now, here we are at Camp Broken Glass. Let's see what everybody's up to. See Graha over there. Oh yeah, and everybody got their really cool snazzy jackets, can't forget that. Our comrades certainly haven't wasted any time establishing a base of operations. Yeah. No, we came prepared, man. That's what I'm saying. Nothing on Alice, eh? Shouldn't be long before we have a half-decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. Sure are. Up. There's your stole over there. What's up, Stola? Sorry, I'm feeling rather unwell. Ah. Is the cold getting to you? Or is it some weird ether thing? I did attune to this, right? Yeah, I tuned to it at the end of the last one. Okay. Alright, Alphino, what up? In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plans proceed apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for a purpose, we have to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking your Stola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alce and I will meet you there. Okay. Hey, Stola, I know you're not feeling good, but we got a meeting to get to. Let's go. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of it of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon. Jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay, cool. See you there. Hey, Graha. Man. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I can kind of see the evil emanating off of it, so, you know what? I understand you, Stola. Hey, Graha. You will be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there's no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting. I will make my way there. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. They wouldn't temper just the soldiers, like, literally everybody within range would have something useful they could do, you know? Okay, here's our meeting room. Hey, Lise. Love the Resistance uniform. Raubon taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes. Coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. Alright, Serena. Virgilia is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, they still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Eesh. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. Maxima. This is all that remains of Laterum. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing! Rather be tied to the top mast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare a swig of rum? That'll sort me right out. The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Okay, good. Sorry, just checking out the digs. Nice place. Pardon me, sir. Your chocobo's in the way. Alright. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin. Alright. It's time for a plan.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
Okay.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers in their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porksy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Seriously, it's just porksies that work. Nothing else will do it.
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
Alright, yep. Makes perfect sense.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
But yes, you want me to go fetch those parts.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
I mean, dudes can teleport. They probably know where we are.
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
Yeah, that's fair too. Just like, well, they have no chance of stopping it anyways, why bother?
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, you know, make scouting parties as big as possible.
We'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Let's see. A little more serious than a joke calls for, so. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that needs doing.
This too is a vital task, and I appreciate your willingness to see it done. Rest assured that a serving of hot soup will be waiting for you.
Oh boy, soup. Hooray.
You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Okay. Oh, hey Mandalane, didn't see you there. There's this odd perception that its guardians have lived their whole lives in the snow, but it really wasn't that bad before the calamity, and afterwards, well, I was rarely more than a few paces from a raging fire. This dreadful place, on the other hand, is nothing but cold, 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 and it's my understanding that Ilzabad has always been this way. Gods, can you imagine? Yeah. Oh, hey Albert. What you doing over there? Several of the Temple Knights are off on reconnaissance at present. We as Guardians have seen our fair share of frost in past years, so we are more than ready for this icy bout. The Hrothgar from Bajia, on the other hand, are having a devil of a time adjusting to these chilly climes. They have fur, though! The warming stones we lent them seem to have helped, though. Yeah, they have fur, though. Come on, look at me. Look at me, I'm a cat and I don't have any fur. Hrothgars are fine. What you thinking about, Alphino? I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. Oh, the things you say now. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. Okay. Oh, Mandalane gets the next quest? Really? Okay. So, it's into the Eblan Rime we go. But where do we even start looking in such a place? I don't know, let's ask him. Treks in the snow. Mandalane is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. God damn it. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you find someone? It'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends. I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. I mean, he's lending us a telescope. That's alright. Let's just go for it. There we go. Ah. Okay, we'll be heading in that direction anyways. It's all good. Alphino. The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Nature is quick to take over when humanity leaves. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow? Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Nope, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo! What do I see o'er yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me! Over there, beyond that tree. It looks like she's running away from something, though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. Is she checking me out while I check her out? All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. Rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. Yeah. Girl in a green dress, let's go. I'll let Lucia know where you're headed. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go and Godspeed. And if you could tell the girl in the green dress the potions from me, give her my address and contact information, that would be great. Just saying. Why are you still here? If you dally any longer, you'll miss your chance to play the hero. Okay. I guess I'll go get the girl. Oh. Alice and Alphado. What's up, you two? Other than the footprints, I see no signs of recent activity. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. Okay. Footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Aha. Cool. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go check that ether current. Okay, I'm back. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? I mean, yeah, well, makes sense. Didn't have to search very far, but alright. Don't see any green dresses. Oh, yep, there she is. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Oh boys. Is it time for another sneaking section? Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will unveil you if you are noticed. Make use of cover, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also unveil you if you fall too far behind. Should you fail, try again, returning to this location. Okay. Okay. Destination won't appear on the map while you're following. Okay. So is that just her view radius there? Or is it just an indicator of like where she's looking? That's way too short to be like the view radius. That just has to be showing you where she's looking. Stay away from me, you overgrown rose. Okay, stay behind the tree. Someone there? Yeah, a gatherer right next to you. I see them. Stay back. Must be imagining things. Oh, she's running. Oh, damn, she's making good distance. This beast spot me, I'm done for. Don't you dare. My luck holds. Going. They're all depending on me. Oh, shit. More running. Is that where you're headed? Oh, shit. A little farther? Just a little farther? Didn't expect you to stop that soon. Threw me off. Is it the final spurt? Now, are you actually final spurting, or are you still going to stop again? That's it. Keep spurting. There you go. Yep. Good? We're good. Alright. Ah, gotcha. Duty complete. Say that like it was an instant. Whew, still in one piece. Hi, I've been stalking you for safety purposes. How you doing? Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Althano. This is my sister Alize and our good friend Kajona. We have no intentions of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of our other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telophoroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telophoroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name is Fuck Off. My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Oh, what's with this music? Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Jesus. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. Yeah, I kind of figured. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. So there was a roar and then screaming and silence. This is everyone. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, and then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will. Fuck is a bower? I know what a gazebo is, but fuck. Licinia? Are you gonna rat us out somehow? Very telling glance. What the hell am I hearing? Really? A vocal version of the Empire's theme? Dang. You know what this reminds me of, though? This little radio here? It reminds me of, in Fatal Frame 2, you had, like, the radio that would play messages from, like, spiritual stones. I don't know, just like the rock in the middle of it kind of reminds me of that. Alright. All's well, all's well. With food in my belly and a song in my heart. What they need most is a decent meal. We'd food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. Yeah, it is a bit of a walk. Early signs of frostbite. This must be treated quickly. I can feel my fingers again. Alright. Hey, Licinia. Being a little suspicious here. Just saying. How the mighty are fallen. Licinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health. Which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? I mean, I'm a white mage. I can see about helping them with that. Before the Civil War, I was a student. The others were officials of some sort, I think. Even after all this time together, we hardly know the first thing about each other. What I do know is this. We're Garleans. When times are hard, we stick together no matter what. All sounds very noble. But y'all need better taste in music, too. Because this is depressing as fuck. I can treat the frostbite in their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amenelaine's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out, to make sure everyone gets one. Why didn't we hand that out to start? I mean, alright. Here. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire ends, it will return with a vengeance. Here. Wait, what's about... I'm sorry, I glanced at that description for a second. Being gifts from the notoriously unreliable Amenelaine. It is highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. If only they were willing, or more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Warming tincture? Never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than a meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the match-tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. About emaciated refugee. All is well, yes, never better. Here, need you to test this tincture. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? I mean, not as far as I know, but I'm not saying it's not. 'Twas a joke, a joke. If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shoveled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. What do you want? I want you to drink this. A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. Ah, he gets a cutscene. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components, crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Aminus it is. Not all that useful, since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music, being played over and over and over again. Home Beyond the Horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Aminus. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that, though we suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. Nah, he did. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Nah, he did. Like he hella did. Yes. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Yeah, but Xenos did it, so... I mean, yeah, sure, don't tell him that, let him keep his hope, but... Nah, he dead, bro. He dead. Alright, everybody's warming up. Do you want some tincture too? Oh, what's that? I don't know, some booze or something. Some rich playboy gave it to me. So this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Yeah, go ahead. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilius' troops headed towards the Magna Glacius a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Yeah, we stopped them and we're treating them right now. Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vergilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? No, dude, we have airships. Shit's awesome. Airships? Then there might be a way to... Oh, you're gonna hijack one of our airships and try to escape. Lucinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? Who's in there? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty found its way into the house. Wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. Yeah, no, be suspicious here. You'd best watch out for baby Almasties while we're away. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Who are you hiding in there? I'm not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, though I dare say that capable fighters like yourself can offer them other forms of compensation. Culling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing. I mean, if you're hiding a sick person, that's fine. You don't need to hide that. I'm confused. Like, what do you have in there? If there's something that could be said for Lord Amenelane, it's, he's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Kurthis, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that is not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us have been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmond. What they need most is a decent meal. If you're back at the camp, oh yeah, you're saying the same thing. Okay. I guess I'm going on my own. Geronimo. Ow. Smaller Geronimo. Okay. There we go. So many ether currents right in a row. Oh, yeah, and then 792 to the north. It's like somewhere near Reggio or Benissima up there. So, yeah, that's not happening. Hello, Burly Tapper. Who goes there? How did you find us? Someone gave me the heads up you were here. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? The purebloods over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes. Thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return? Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now that the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, sellsword. They think we'll give in to intimidation. They've got another thing coming. Oh shit, okay, hi, okay. Wasn't expecting you to suddenly start fighting. Alright. There we go, get wrecked. Well, I mean... You only have yourself to blame for that one. I was willing to talk. There you are. Oh, hi, Alize. Just after you left, Lucinia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Hi there, what's up? Who are you? What happened to the guards? They attacked and I beat the shit out of them. Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense! Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Girabania, Yancia, Bazia, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life. All put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good? I mean, Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. The country itself just could still stay, you know. Ooh, ceruleum fires are blue. I like that. Dang, yeah, these guys are from all over. Anyways, I don't feel like talking to any of them. Alize. Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it's consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Alright. And oh boy, some pants. What item level are those? 525. Ugh. Still slightly worse than what I have. The fire we built at Victor's spoils won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Licinia and the others to search for more kindling. If we can get them some ceruleum, that will be one less thing for them to worry about. For a time, at least. Alright, so what can we do for a trade? Alright, Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So you come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. Ah, that's who I heard. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I could spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Yeah, sure, I can do that. I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. I don't know the details, but she mentioned her sister 3 years her junior who's in poor health. That being the case, I thought her people would be willing to cough up some supplies in exchange for ceruleum, but maybe they didn't have anything after all. Yeah, no, they basically got nothing. Oh, go watch these guys get their asses kicked. Let's go. That's it, dance them to death. Do it. Nice. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They even took the radio. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house. You search outside. They can't have gone far. Let's see. Check the perimeter out here. Aha! Boys. Damn it all! Alphino, you okay? What happened? Did Licinia attack? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help? What rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. I understand the paranoia, but for fuck's sake. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people. For fuck's sake, dude, we're trying to help. Yeah, we're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you! You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. The Garleans should sooner die than suffer the insult. Oh, come on, we didn't do that! Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. Again, I understand the paranoia, but dude, come on. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries, and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Rob us of our lands, rob us of our pride. No, I'll not allow it. Better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest, and ensure that they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. Yep, no, totally fair. Alright, let's go. Aha! A pair of footprints. 2 fresh set of footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Yep. Yeah, young women who have half the shoe size of you. Jesus. Really young women. That or you have some big-ass boots, Alice. Just saying. Just saying. Also, dudes can have tiny feet, too. Who's judging? You know? Ah, some more. Heading east. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as to not to leave footprints. Can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Alright. Oh. Alright, I'll check in this direction, I guess. I don't know. How big is the search area? Pretty big. Alright. Nope. There's a clue. An empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it's been here for some time and is unlikely to have any connection. Damn it. Okay. I'm thinking they might have traveled along the pipeline. So I'm going to check in that general direction. Like, that just makes the most sense to me, you know? And it is included in the search circle. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, Well, shit. The The blood-stained snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. Trail of blood leads southeastwards. Okay. Yeah. That is the problem. Get out of here. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, damn. Look, we tried to help. We really did. The two bodies are already cold. God damn it. Oh, we're not doing great in our Garlemald rescue operations, are we? Good timing, Alphino.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Yeah, too late.
No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Man, what does that put us at, like, -2 on our Garlemald rescue operations?
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Well, best we could do on short notice, I guess.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all.
I mean, could be an Ascian possessing him. Won't rule that out, I guess.
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Nice little somber tone here. There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? I mean, the sister was dying for what it sounded like, so I think they were doomed either way. Only we'd had a chance to talk things over. But it's too late now. Too late by far. Alright. A way forward. Alphinaud's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia, and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Alright, back to camp. Oh, hey Stola. How's the treatment going? Treatment of the tempered is proceeding as well as can be expected. If there's anything to report, you will be sure to know, though I gather you have a report of your own to deliver. Is something the matter? The twins look out of sorts, and you two seem a bit off. Rude. Forgive me for saying, but the three of you appear rather drained since your return. Is there aught I might do to be of assistance? Would you mind giving Lucia a full report? We mustn't forget to send some of our allies to Tapper's Den. We still owe them for the bottle of ceruleum. Alize and Alphinaud tell me they've finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? I mean, we found survivors, but they're not surviving anymore. Whoops.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I mean, not as like an opening thing, just not like, hey, how's it going? Licinia's dead. You know what I mean.
Put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified.
Uh-huh.
They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
Do tell, do tell.
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
So the Telophoroi sparked the Civil War?
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Zenos had been possessed by a demon.
I mean, they were right.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly.
All was ruled to be suicide by gunshots to the back.
Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varys Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer.
Yeah, because no one else knows that Xenos
Shortly
did it.
thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession. And in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
Classic politics.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory. And that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Elidibus Inc.?
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
Yeah.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
He was talking about the power of money in 5.3.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varys giving them orders in their dreams.
Oh, are they tempered to worship the Emperor instead of the country as a whole, maybe?
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
Tower of Babel.
This sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, that's another 4 reference, Alice. That's true.
We have something to show you all.
Check this shit out. It's a radio.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
I mean, how many bodies have been possessed by Ascians at this point, my dude?
We are of one mind, then.
Yeah, so it's the
ether
tempering.
that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
Wait, the radio is saving people from
Picture is
tempering?
beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
That is a mighty coincidence, holy shit.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall.
Does he have a radio on
Thankfully,
him?
Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I mean, Sadu really wanted to spill some blood, but, you know, Magni was a little too quick, unfortunately.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans?
I mean, some of them, yeah.
Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
Hi, nice to meet you too.
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe.
Cue the I don't believe yous.
Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
Well, Magni wouldn't, but we would.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Why are we going along with his restriction? Like, who else is who gets captured and it's like, okay, I'll help you, but on a condition. Like, no, dude, you tried to steal from us, we caught you. You don't get to name conditions.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
Oh, when have diplomatic situations ever failed with us? Come on.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
A sellsword who has killed multiple gods. Come on, dude.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Yeah, whatever. I can deal with a shitty-ass gunblade like that. If he turns on us, dead. Just saying. Okay. They are resilient in the face of hardship. You as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. I worry they were not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking, but what's done is done. I know you will take good care of them, and yourself as well, I trust. Eulis Pier Norbanus. It is unusual for one so young to achieve such high a rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the First Legion, which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution. Yep, can do. We captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness. Magni, what do you say to that idea? The lowly task of keeping watching over should be keeping watch over provisions? Whatever. The lowly task of keeping watching over provisions would not normally befit the sun, but these being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not by rights theirs. Yeah, whatever, little son. All big and important. I can't do guard duty. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after the previous disaster. Nevertheless, I shall not squander this opportunity. I know. This won't bring back Licinia or his sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes, it's possible, but better to try than to give up, every time. Alright, Euless. Said your farewells, have you? Alright. We'll get a move on. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Oh yes, wouldn't want to worry Thancred. Worrywart that he is. As I said before, Thancred can be quite the warrior, but rest assured he only has your best interests at heart. Unless she's like coding a message that Thancred's nearby keeping an eye on us. That's possible. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. Bold words from a thief. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Look, I'm just saying. Dude tried to steal from us and he's setting all the terms. Like, come on, man. Ooh, is that a fate? It's basically almost done. We'll just let that slide. Alright, Euless, where are we going? Oh, damn it! They popped in too late, I didn't see them. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Oh, I've been there. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Kajona. Kajona? Where have I heard that before? No matter. Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers. So you're to run, not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Euless will accompany you. Alphino and Alize will then begin moving. Make your way without falling behind. Ready to make a dash for the station? No, hold up. I need to talk to them. We will do only as instructed. After all, this is what we have been striving for ever since we arrived. Where do you think their headquarters are? I assume there are a few others beside him and this commander he mentioned. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, let's go. Over that hill, right? Can I peloton them? No, I can't. Damn it. Watch out for the bear. Draw your weapon and it's forfeit. Okay. Okay, let's go. This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Yep, there it is in the distance there. I've been there for an ether current. Not the easiest surface to run on. Better not draw attention. Look, we're good. Look, nothing's getting near us. That ice demon might be a problem then. That's the station, I presume. Okay, ice demon's not looking. We're good. The Jotun. Man, they really loved that they were able to program this like follower and followee mission structure. They had a lot of these. Just nothing like the ones in Denelin. We're here, I think. There, look, never drew our weapon. We're good. This is it? The first stop, that is. Good. Looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Yeah, it's called trust, dude. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Wonder what sort of conditions Eulis and his comrades are living in. If they've any sense, they'll have picked somewhere like Victor's Spoils to take shelter. We're getting closer to the Imperial Palace. If one can still call it that. It truly is a terrifying sight to behold. North of the station is Regio Demorum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off. Understood? Yes, sir. Some footgear I don't really need, alright. Alright, the last bastion. Eulis knows only too well that danger lurks around every corner. From here we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye. They spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Alright. Speaking of fighting, you're in my way. Get shit on. Ah, yep, right on cue, we're getting attacked. Good. Hey, nice battle stance, bro. We must stay alert. God damn it! We're perfectly capable of holding our own. I see why your comrades chose you. Eulis, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Again, it's not that I don't completely understand the distrust, you know, but fuck's sake, dude. It's frustrating when you know you're the good guy, but nobody else believes it. I'm assuming we're heading towards that aetheryte on the map. Oh, wrong button. That's fine. Oh, I was stunned. I was like, why am I not moving? I hate to watch you bear this burden alone. Oh, come on, Alize. I'm more than capable. We're good. Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. Okay, maybe we're not heading for that etherite. Alright, well, you know what? He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. The surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterwards we can try to convince Euless that the Tempered can be saved. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered. That is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. You're the one who keeps getting caught. I haven't contributed to any of that. Keep following the railway. I'm just saying, nobody's caught me. It's all been you. Just saying, dude. Oh, what's this? Did you get caught again? Oh, one of these got... This bunch tempered, huh? There. To think they were once ordinary people. Yeah, Talophroy did a number on them, that's for sure. Such a transformation is likely irreversible. Yeah, okay. We said we can cure them. We can't cure that. We don't know what the fuck that is. Look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim they could be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Yeah, well, fuck you. How about that? Okay, I guess we're not... Oh, unless there's... Oh, is it inside the mountain? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Here we are. This place doesn't seem occupied. Unless your commander's an ice sprite. Though I wish there was another way. I thank you for keeping us from harm. Even here on the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Garlemald is compared to other cities. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. Yeah, come on, Euless. Just take us there. Oh, is this... Oh, it's a tunnel to get in. Okay, that makes sense. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations, and now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Go on, down the stairs, like I told you. Or is this your first time into an underground station? They're all over Garlemald. Even during severe blizzards, we would use them to travel from one end of the city to another. Back when we were still in operation, that is. Alright, let's go. Hello, Theodora. She's clear has no intention of speaking with you. Okay, fine. I can take a hint. It's that goddamn song again. Let's see. I had no idea they had such expansive structures built underground. God, that song is so depressing. Nope. Can't attune to this yet, huh? Alright. I don't need a mender or anything. Okay. So you guys who have the radio? Where's that radio? Curious. Oh, it's over here. Righto. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, as if Euless was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Ooh! This just had me think, are we going to invade Garlemald via train? Ooh, that'd be cool. Everyone seems to be doing well. Opposing commander. Nice judge uniform. I'll deal with you in a moment. Okay, alright. Little chibi cloud. Like it. He certainly looks the part. Now comes the true test.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Van Kina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Quintus.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Well, maybe a little bit, but we're not acting on it.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with magic.
Oh, we've done
To
nothing.
keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varus understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat.
For fuck's sake, dude.
And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
You were never taught to share your toys as a kid, were you?
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference. To make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith?
Well, I mean, I don't know all the details, but I'm pretty sure you treat those you conquer as lesser citizens, just saying.
We do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
Well, I mean, there's also the fact, you call us savages. That doesn't help the whole peace negotiations thing.
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
I mean, I don't know what we expected to happen when we came here, but alright.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
Excuse me?
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
God damn it.
Stop. Keep away from that one.
I can sense she's a main character.
The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Yep, that's me. You better be afraid.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Oh, well, then let me give you a reminder.
Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
It's called being a good person, jackass. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Oh, is that something Orschfont said? I don't remember. That was way too long ago.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
Hey, I am an artisan, a craftsman, a scholar. You will respect me, sir.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Hooray! Quest complete! We've been captured! Well, this is a fine situation we found ourselves in. Can I tune to this yet? No. Damn. Probably gotta fix that at some point.